Because specific numbers kind of tough.
3.5.
3.5, I like that. So
Yeah,
if it's under 3.5, it's 3 or below.
Jeez, maybe that's way too low, because who's he really going to be?
From FBI, and okay, already some aggression happening here. Early heal use as FBI gets chunked out, and that does signal XU to come down. Seos and B-Boy will now walk up, but they spot the Jarvan. Immediately start to path away. Contracts is here. The dredge line lands, followed up by the root. B-Boy in trouble, and first blood to Ignar.
That's crazy that B-Boy died to that.
Seos up here. Contracts goes in. Ultimate use. Now XU does hit level 6 finally. Flash up from Contracts. Palafox shuffles in and gets the kill onto Contracts. The ultimate grudge match bull. First kill to mid lane of Dignitas. Hey, knowing Contracts, I've never seen a dragon he didn't think he could just steal. Flash over the wall from Ignar with the ult. Dredge line back out of Contracts. Palafox with the second ult onto his ex-jungler. Gets the kill again. Zinni, meanwhile, trying to equalize. B-Boy will get that kill credit, but Dignitas get another in the pit, and we'll look at the dragon afterwards. Big win for Dig.
Huge win. Yes, B-Boy technically has a bit of a grudge match with Palafox because they were teammates too, but
Dignitas have a couple members hovering around on the bottom side. Now Ignar will look for the dredge line, lands it onto Seos. There were a lot of minions around, but he snipes it regardless. Now B-Boy's in some trouble. The ultimate comes through from the Nautilus, and he will get one kill traded. Maybe B-Boy can get two! A double kill for both teams. Number advantage to the bot side. Photon says, all right, no Mbessa, I will capitalize. Palafox 1v1ing Zinni on the side and losing it. Zinni's got big damage with perfect execution. Meanwhile, Ignar will be the first to fall for Dig. Again, Photon trying his best to keep his carry alive. FBI will trade back out of B-Boy. Zinni chases Palafox all the way down, while Seos trying to get to safety. XU, no Cataclysm means that the Braum is out of there. What a turn from Shopify Rebellion yet again.
What an absolute battle. Fudge also getting a bunch of plates on the top lane because now there's no teleport to match him up there, so he's going to get a bunch of gold off of this. XU.
Ooh, Seos going for a back in his own jungle, thinking he's safe, but actually he does have Contracts in his back pocket. XU thought maybe that was just the Braum alone.
Palafox would have been one shot on the left side here right away. But now move your attention to the right, which I didn't do the first time. It's just everyone in a big little clump, and you can't
back to live. Okay, B-Boy's just caught out in his own jungle. Shopify Rebellion do have multiple members to try and turn it around, though. Palafox will fall. Seos stands strong as Dignitas went deep into Shopify territory to find that kill. And we'll trade a 1 for 2.
I feel like Dig is probably just going to let this one go and hope for a better fight later.
Photon went all the way topside, does not have the teleport. Fudge was hovering mid, so numbers advantage for Shopify Rebellion and a dragon.
Braum, are you better 5v5? Maybe?
Yeah,
if you really get. But how do you set up a 5v5 when you can't push any lanes?
Yeah, and also how do you execute with your... now Fudge has to execute here. As XU jumps on top of him, Photon saving up that Q, will not get the knock-up yet. Fudge trying to stay alive as long as possible, but will fall Photon with the kill credit.
So they end up getting 450 gold plus assists for that, but look what it's going to cost them. Zinni gets the last plate as well as that turret. That's probably more gold, and they drop the Herald mid. That's another turret. Look, positive play.
Yeah, 2.5k now.
Good death.
But there is damage around it. Meanwhile, XU's trying to stop Fudge on the flank. Fudge gets on him, and in goes Contracts onto the back line. Palafox tries to shuffle away. XU's buying some space. Palafox unleashing damage in the fight. The Azir with a double kill, and B-Boy tries to get one more and will fall for the effort. Palafox holds his ground.
What a fight. Turnaround there by Palafox. The start was not that pretty because if they commit too deep into the river, they will all get flanked, but they managed to retreat to a really tight zone on the map where Palafox... I also noticed a triple knockup Photon Scion Q mid-fight. Huge tunnel vision there by Shopify. Yep, Varus gonna want to keep building up those attack speed items, but a pretty short-range team composition overall for Shopify, so they need to be able to keep those side lanes pushed for these
Hex
fights.
Flash, dredge line onto Seos, throws up the shield. Chain of Corruption response from B-Boy, but Seos is locked down. Use the W, but now Contracts locked into the Cataclysm. Palafox and Zinni, meanwhile, 1v1 in the mid lane yet again as Fudge goes in with Contracts, trying to get onto FBI, can't kill him. XU will fall. Palafox held his own against Zinni, Zenny, as now the curtain has been called. Fudge is still in there. Shopify's solo laner has tried his best. Palafox goes into the stasis. Dredge line again onto Fudge. Ignar cannot miss those. Photon on a killing spree.
Just walks right into that line bush, pushes Seos out.
Every time I see Seos in that spot, I get a little concerned, as now it's Fudge that everyone turns onto. FBI and XU doing big damage to him. Ignar holding the line so the team cannot back him up. Fudge trying his absolute best to survive it, but FBI goes on a rampage.
27 minutes in, these death timers are long, so Fudge is going to be out for a while. Makes this Drake uncontestable. Fudge just gets picked off. The Jhin ends up with a nice little snare after XU finds him.
Charge Cyan Q. B-Boy almost walked into it. Had the GA, but you don't want it to pop before the Dragon fight. Also a GA on Contracts, also a GA on XU. So watch for the all-lanes, watch for the catch here as Palafox gets onto Zenny in the Shroud, but doesn't get over the wall. Palafox on a killing spree as Dig catch one member out before the fight starts. Now they're looking for another. Contracts will XU in place, GA pop. Meanwhile, Ignar's holding the line for Palafox, fighting Seos and B-Boy on the flank. XU gets to safety, Fudge has to flash, and Shopify Rebellion get decimated at the Dragon, losing 2 members. Dignitas win the fight and will get the objective.
Palafox with the potentially game-winning play. This will secure them the Dragon Soul. They knew they just need to
tools to try and get over the wall. He's in the Shroud, but he doesn't flash. He's not able to get the perfect execution over the wall, and he's locked down. So Dignitas find the pick, and now they get rewarded. Dragon Soul plus Baron, and a 2,000 there. Tough position to be in. Maybe Shopify find a pick on Ignar. He's actually walking forward. Didn't have a lot of members around him, but now they're just looking into Fudge in the river. Ignar on his own. Shopify Rebellion with 3 members nearby. He's got his top lane coming in, but Ignar does fall. B-Boy with the kill credit. And now there's a scrap down here. Zinni again goes in and again almost burns down. Will live long enough. Ooh. XU will claim it. Photon goes into the stasis. Contracts trying to get onto FBI. Palafox looks for the shuffle. Not going to land it. Goes into stasis himself as Contracts is out of there. Palafox on touch. FBI says, where you going? Thought we were here to party. B-Boy gets huge chunk. Palafox TP's mid. Trying to stop it as a shutdown for B-Boy. What is going on? Contracts gets back in. The Guardian Angel comes through. FBI will not fall. B-Boy lands the Q on the Palafox for the shutdown. An absolute slaughterfest. 1 member lives. FBI stands tall.
But they have the Chem Soul, so Ignar thinks he can survive. But he goes down early.
Still gets the Q on him.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh.
TP landed. B-Boy has been putting on a carry performance right now to keep Shopify Rebellion in this game, but it might not be enough because Dig, despite that, they still had FBI survive with a triple kill. They still have a gold lead. They still have the Dragon Soul. So Dignitas still have control of this game. From XU onto Zinni, 1 auto. Just the first one is now the engage comes through here. Big lockdown on the Contracts. He's in trouble. Ignar has to flash away. Fudge gets onto the backline. Stops FBI's ultimate from going through. XU locks down Zinni. They got him. The Akali's out of there. FBI with his 10th kill. And a Dignitas team fight that's looking one. B-Boy's trying his best on the Palafox, but a double kill to FBI. Stasis for Palafox. Flash away. Kill the B-Boy. Shopify Rebellion did not find their flank. Dignitas get a triple kill to FBI and crush the team fight.
That'll be the end of it. And this time Palafox waits for B-Boy to die before teleporting mid lane, crucially, and it's going to allow them to end the game.
Fool me once. Won't be fooled again, Chad.
He was pretty low on this DP too.
Yeah, I would say about the same as Dignitas look to draw first blood in this ultimate grudge match bowl. It's a best of 3, but picking up a game 1 win feels pretty good as Seos is the only member left alive to try and hold the line, but he's just going to be padding the stats of Dignitas if they want it. Palafox is low. Do they want to go for the turret dive, the fountain dive? Nope, Dignitas are all business. They'll take a clean game 1 win.
FBI ends to see how Photon can do in this game, and I really love it against Cassante, Kiana, and Lucian to be able to engage and disengage.
And you're against to get in range, otherwise the moment that you're seeing, all the Shopify Rebellion are walking up. Now XU's shown, and there it is! The flash W onto Seos, response flash, but FBI still has the damage. XU with the first blood, but B-Boy will trade one back. It's a 2-for-1 double kill to XU.
They managed to get 2
on
kills.
a level 5 Yanara. FBI and Ignar in a lot of trouble. Ignar will sniff it out, says okay. Contracts in the brush, still gets the kill. Supreme display of talent not gonna land. FBI now has the passive up with the W used, and he's all alone under this turret, but Shopify Rebellion will back away. That ult missing from Contracts calls the play off.
Yeah, you need to hit those. Likely could have secured another kill. Now they're going to lose the Drake. I think that was actually really risky what XU did there. His bot lane low, he shows mid, which is what allows Contracts to go for that gank. Doesn't get the kill mid, does burn Zinni's Ghost, and will now let him get the Drake once Contracts burns all his cooldowns. So overall, Digga's okay with this play, but it does put their...
The new wave is coming.
Have a lot of people saying like, okay, XU, you really need to step it up because there's clearly a pool of players that are ready to go in after you.
And right now, he's going forward, has a Lulu behind him, but now Shopify are ready for the counterplay. Realm Warp in from Zinni, flashes onto Ignar, trying to lock down the Lulu! And that time, Supreme Display of Talent does land. XU chased further into his own jungle, and he's not going to escape. Double kill to B-Boy. FBI tries to jump away. Conway step. B-Boy does fall. Palafox comes in, the hero from the mid lane, as he will take down his enemy jungler. Contracts falls. The grudge match continues. As we're looking at live, but
that would have been like double Palafox domination in both screens. Still kind of is, as he flies in at the end, gets the double kill, finishing off Contracts, and now denies Zinni a whole wave.
And now we have a 1v1 topside. Fudge goes all out onto Photon. Ultimate from Poppy, flash by Fudge! The outplay for Shopify's top lane. Solid from Fudge, who had been having a tough series so far in the 1v1. Now we see XU yet again in the jungle. Pops the ultimate, trying to buy some time. Palafox is coming in here. Dignitas, they're backing up their jungler as FBI will get the kill onto Zinni. Shopify Rebellion thought that they could get onto XU there. And XU has the backup of the team, and the Dragon is now started. Culling from B-Boy, big damage onto Ignar, some onto FBI.
So Contracts has his ultimate if he wants to contest this, but it is a temporary 3v4. Very low health on Ignar, though.
In comes Fudge. He's walking all the way from base. Same with Photon, so top laners will join shortly. Dragon at half health. Contracts looking to get in there. Supreme Display of Talent will land, but no Dragon secured. Contracts goes down. XU gets the Dragon. His team gets the kill. And Dignitas hold the line yet again. B-Boy now sped up by Seos, but now Seos left out to dry. The Nami will fall. Palafox still peppering B-Boy. Won't land the seismic shove. B-Boy sidesteps that one, but the ward goes down, and he gets the threaded volleys over the wall. Palafox. Incredible performance from the mid laner. We talked about the grudge match because of this.
Cassante here, nice.
Nice. You wanna get mid?
Got some comms listening, but the all-out from Fudge will get a shutdown.
That last death was.
A lot of the gold for his team is in his pockets. Let's get a look at that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so he starts
Cassante in, and then, yep, that is Cassante right now.
He just got Cassante.
Yeah,
okay.
Q2, Q3, right over the wall. Really well played by Fudge, seeing the kill angle.
You know what?
Had the Iceborne Gauntlet already.
When they choose to do just that, because currently it's Fudge in the top lane, and Palafox is actually answering him as B-Boy goes for a little trade there onto FBI. He jumps away from the bubble, still knocked up by the Nami ult, which will get the wild growth out. So support for support ultimate and AD carry for AD carry ultimate. XU drops the Herald mid lane. Contracts is hovering, but B-Boy just got chunked out. As now XU flashes in, gets the kill. Talk about turning heads. XU's doing that right now. What a showing from the young jungler of Dignitas.
I was going to say, of course, it's Ignar who flies face first into the turret inside the Herald. That is his style, regardless of the champion that he is playing. But actually having a really nice Zen game here. Fudge also at half health on the outside, so even though he has a 2-level advantage on the Poppy, not stronger.
Also no flash on him, so Contracts might just have to be the one to do it yet again. Dragon at about 3/4 health. FBI will spot out Contracts, goes invisible. And Ignar's behind FBI. Now the turn here as XU jumps in onto Fudge. Cassante is the target. Photon's trying to buy some space as well. Fudge will use XU as his escape tool, trying to trade it back. XU still alive! XU takes down Contracts, gets the Dragon, and Dignitas are slaughtering the Rebels in the fight. Zinni can't even realm warp the safety. Double kill to FBI, and Dignitas ace!
Bye-bye, Shopify.
This is for Christian, baby.
FBI even had time with Huhi. There was just a whole bunch of different iterations of this combos. But this one specifically, Palafox last year, and the other 4 people staying on Shopify, everyone's saying that Zinni was going to be the fix to their problems, when actually maybe Palafox was the glue holding things together.
You know what?
Which is just a crazy change to this narrative, Kangas. But that's what's going to happen if this 2-0 ends up the way it is looking.
You know, given recent news, sometimes it's better to grow separately. You know, sometimes when you're with that same partner for 4 years, you need to take a step back.
Not even close.
Okay, we
Not
were
even
able to get
close.
back. Palafox, he's out of there.
He's blessed today.
He is.
It's a blessed day for Palafox.
But sometimes you just need to move on and try a new environment, try a different team, try a different jungler here. Palafox looking much, much better with XU against Contracts and his new mid laner, because that was the big question, and that was part of my expectation. I think, you know what, if I have some time to talk about the expectations about Shopify Rebellion, because they might just go winless here as we actually get a replay. Oh, Contracts even flashed for that. Ooh.
He knows he got away with one there.
All right, that's a good chuckle.
I have a graphic for your expectations. Is this what you're talking about?
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. So I want to talk about the Shopify Rebellion expectations that I had, because I had them as my #1 team for 2 primary reasons. Number 1, I thought a top 3 finishing team with the best offseason pickup. I was looking at a player like Zinni and what he was able to do in LCK Challengers. I was very excited for this guy. His champ pool of 22 unique champions. MVP back-to-back in 2024 against people like Saint and Loki. And then also I thought the rest of the league got a little worse, but Shopify, they have not been finding success, as now B-Boy's caught in the mid lane here. Seos cannot keep his AD carry alive. Fudge even teleports in, and now he might be in some trouble here. FBI's hitting the turret, hitting the top laner, knock him down. Photon with the kill credit and a killing spree. Dignitas looking to give Shopify Rebellion a winless split 1 in the LCK lock-in tournament. Dignitas, they have all members strong here. They're still pushing mid.
I mean, they might try and end here.
Yeah, I mean, they might as well. Who needs a Baron? Poppy ult back the Kiana. Everyone's on the turrets. Shopify Rebellion were not expecting this, and I don't think most of the league was either. Dignitas looking to make magic happen again with a back-to-back game win against Shopify Rebellion right here.
All right, turret's 1 hit away. They'll probably finish the turret and then look to fight a 5v4. Instead, they say we're 7,000 gold up. The only way we throw is if we try and kill the Nexus, and they back away.
Incredible reserve from Dignitas right there. They get the kill on the B-Boy, they get the kill on the Fudge, and they decimate the base. That's a threat of a health bar left on that last Nexus turret. And I think Dignitas, we can confidently say at this point, Palafox won in this breakup.
Yeah, 30 seconds until Soul, which they'll be going for right now. Last chance for Shopify to stay in lock-in tournament. XU's going in.
Goes in, Crescent Guard used, onto Seos, gets the knockup. Not able to kill the Nami though, but in comes Palafox, has the stasis as well, so Supreme to split it down, only hits Ignar. They got Seos. B-Boy has no Nami in his pocket. Fudge is the target. Dignitas are doing it. Photon on a rampage. Zinni retreating all the way back to base. But with 2 dead on Shopify Rebellion, you have to imagine this is the series winning push. This is Dignitas saying, doubters be damned. Expectations mean nothing. It's about the performance on the Rift. Dignitas will kill Shopify in their own base. Dignitas will upset the team power ranked higher. Dignitas will show that it's about the heart of the players, and they will win this elimination series.
Dignitas eliminate Shopify.
Because Sion plus Senna, Sion plus Senna, they can do this combo where Senna can put the root onto a minion, and then Sion can shoot with his shout the minion.
Junglers, last thing, just talk to me about this draft. This is the first Zehen we've seen in LCS thus far. Just talk me through what you're looking for, how you want your team to play this out.
Well, something is happening right now. We got a kill. Are we alive?
You are alive.
We're not alive. No. We'll take it, though. Corky got the kill? Corky got the kill. Okay, we'll take it. I mean, Zehen is a champion that's just good right now. I mean, it got buffed for jungle, so it became much stronger overall. Are we getting another kill? No, what happened? We died?
Venom's in a lot of souls. Like, you hurt. You're not someone that you just want to ignore.
All right, what about the crab? Nobody wants to ignore crabs. This is Cloud.
Not Blabber.
Definitely not Blabber or Griffin 85.
Yup, Blabber's coming in. Now, hold on. C9's ready to take the fight, and Griffin is in some serious danger. He's going to get popped and dropped. C9 grabs the kill.
Blabbers, crabbers. If Zehen gets good, like, engage on his team coming from the Nautilus here, then you can really melt We'll see, though. Dragon getting started out by FlyQuest themselves as they have the early move. They have also got mid-prio, so Blabber says, I'm out of there. Dragon is yours. It's fine. I'll cross for grubs.
Exactly. It's 8.5 minutes on the clock. The grubs are available. You can easily just handshake. Still has a lead as Thanatos wants to put the pressure onto Gakkos as he reverts back to Mini Gnar. The dominance has been used here by the Renekton, APA, and Vulcan showing up. Blabber following right behind. They want to try to make a dive. Griffin's going to be here as well. Thanatos with the flash into the Ruthless Predator, and APA secures the kill before Griffin's able to find any counterpunch.
Yeah, I love the flash here. You know, you leave no time for that
test.
Okay, Blabber's nearby. Does have level 11 here on the Zehen compared to just level 9 on Griffin's Wukong. He's 90% of the way filled on the EXP bar, but that doesn't give you the level, that doesn't give you the stats or the skill point, and that's Infernal Drake secured by Blabber and C9.
Yeah, Griffin went to take a little look there.
He could be in some trouble here.
Yeah, and now no previous rage charged up.
There goes Blabber. APA ready to ride the Weaver's Wall right on in. Tons of damage onto Gakkos, and he is out of there. C9 is making this look easy when they attack the side lane.
Yeah, again, no hesitation, fully dive in. APA Talia has been one of Isaac's face. Because the whole time, as soon as the play started, you see this giant shit-eating grin on his face.
Well, now you're going to get fined, you and Griffin.
Dear Mark Merrill, I would like to report Azale, not Kobe. He said the bad word, but because Isaac said the other word, no play gets made there, but the follow-up play might be ready. Vulcan coming around for the pincer attack. Drops the depth charge, but there's not enough burst there from APA's Talia to finish off the kill. Quad survives.
Yeah, nice roam by Cryogen, able to help out Quad in that situation. If they had kept Thanatos, but Gakkos on the bot side's in trouble.
Yeah, Gakkos again going to be the target, and there they go. Plenty of damage between Thanatos and Blabber to secure that kill. Meanwhile, topside, here's the dive. There's the payoff. They end up securing the kill as now the turret shots aiming to take down Vulcan. Masu shows up, wants to get something back here on the APA. Cryogen takes the Vulcan kill. He wanted to remain there and execute himself, give that kill over to the support versus a more valuable member of the enemy team. Still a 6-3 game for C9 with nearly a 4,000 gold lead.
Yeah, Cloud9 attacks on side lanes. Wait a second.
We're not done just yet. Nice seismic shove coming in from APA over the wall as Blabber leads the charge towards Griffin. Zven's there ready to cut him off. And this is just a slaughter for C9.
And Blabber looked like he is kind of getting completely out of hand.
You can tell if the game's getting out of hand because you're talking about how he's in a good spot individually, but he's still down 1,000 gold compared to his counterpart. Like, C9's advantage is so powerful at this stage of the game. It only gets greater now that that top lane tier 1 turret is claimed by APA. Next Drake spawning here in 15 seconds. Thanatos going in after Quad, and the Rise just walks straight into a death trap. APA and Thanatos are going to get another one.
It's like FlyQuest are like, why aren't you guys playing fair? We're trying to go to lane here. And then Cloud9 immediately attack side lane, attack side lane, attack side lane. So nicely from them. I mean, every single timing window here for Cloud9, they're making the attack, they're making the inside play, keeping up the pressure, and a lot of that gold is coming from tower plates, which is they've almost annihilated all of the outer towers now, finished it up, and so the Drake is easy to stack at that.
Isaac can take him to the Zahungle, and that's where they can do the questioning. That cursed place.
Dude,
the Baron is claimed less than 22 minutes. So even when FlyQuest goes for the punish play to try to slow down the Baron momentum, they can't find the angle.
Even when the Zahungle's not on screen, still winning.
Nice bug. Oh.
I wonder what happened. If it's just that's a meme, or if he thinks something weird did happen there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Either way, Talia's not dead.
It's just a meme.
Yeah, that's my guess. I feel like both of these teams are pretty meme heavy.
Yep.
Especially in a game that is 9,000 gold difference at the moment.
It's hard not to meme in a 9K.
That's when both sides are like, oh, all right.
In this game, you're hoping for some massive throws, some sort of incredible engage, and they're going to go for it here. Here's the TP.
Yeah, that's the send from FlyQuest. Vulcan's going to be your first target. Flashes away. Fly still trying to engage on this. Gakkos does not have the Gnar bar all the way charged. Finally gets it there. Vulcan still running interference. Mega Gnar is finally transformed. FlyQuest continuing to push forward. Vulcan very low, but he ain't dead yet. Now Quad facing off against Sven. Sven gets the kill there in that fight. as FlyQuest tries to make their move, but they've already lost 2 for 1. Blabber continuing to look as APA goes forward here on the Weaver's wall. Cryogen just barely hanging on, and Sven flies forward into the enemy base. Griffin comes back and gets 1 in return, but the dreaded return takes him down. FlyQuest are aced. C9's in the base, and game 1 is erased. This one was quick work for C9.
You can say that again. C9 stomping the kids out here. FlyQuest immediately getting put back in their place. Griffin had quite a few words in the opener, but looks like Cloud9 all business here.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most one-sided games we've had all year in the LCS for sure. Cloud9 coming out and standing on business. They are crushing. Just look at the chunk on Geckos through the TP shield, by the way.
Yeah, and their reasoning for going for this, by the way, Renekton didn't have teleport, so this is their best opportunity. It's a 5-on-4, guaranteed. We'll teleport out here, and yet you get outplayed immediately. And APA is just, look for round 2. Maybe at times like these, you play the game of like, all right, we just put a target on one person's back, and we'll call it a mental win if we can just kill APA one time. Let's just, everybody full send. There's no like Zonias or anything. APA is full damage. So I don't know if they can actually pull it off, but if you get 1 kill on him, then maybe that's like a bonus for next game.
Well, here comes the Weaver's Wall, just going to stop FlyQuest from defending. Masu takes a big chunk of damage. Unfortunately, the Scion Senna combo with the cool minion root thingy did not actually end up being able to...
They did that one time, though. They can put that in like a YouTube short or something,
we got a replay of it, but that's about all we got. As C9 are now pushing down the top lane, they're going to knock down the last remaining inhibitor, and that makes this a 3-inhib game. Double super minions in every single lane here for the next... now, there's nothing FlyQuest can do about this Baron, too. The first one was free, the second one was free, the whole first game is FREEC9.
It's looking pretty much wrapped up. Triple inhib, Baron buff, double supers are coming down through bot lane. They're going to push in through mid as well as top. And they just got to keep this Baron buffed up, and it's pretty much an impossible defense when there's this many Baron minions that you have to deal with. All your focus goes to clearing them, and you can't defend the enemy champions.
All right. Just pull the Scion root play off one more time.
All right,
that's a dub.
Let's see if they can get it. Weaver's Wall flies out. Super minions crash into the Nexus turrets. First Nexus turret is about to drop already. Second one deteriorating very quickly. Masu flies into the fight, donning Shadow over the top, and it doesn't do a whole lot. And now C9's ready to end the game. They've already killed off 2, and they want even more. Griffin tries to get away. Blabber's in pursuit. Cryogen's the next target. Trying to return, pulls him right on back. Triple kill APA. Can they get the Penta for the C9 mid laner? Quad and Griffin both back all the way to the fountain. They want to deny the Penta yap.
Because they had a 0 on that team as well. So I think it's just
maybe without the getting solo killed by Orianna. He'll skip that part.
They nerfed Peyz Rush, so maybe maybe it won't happen. I just imagined an Eye of Sauron popping up, and it has flowers. You called it. Griffin's ire.
They've drawn the ire of Griffin as he makes his way slowly towards the bottom lane. It's first blood back over to C9, though, as they get the kill first. They will not be able to equalize it at 2 for 2 as Masu as Blabber tries to continue harassing Cryogen here. That spear sidestepped by the FlyQuest support. And it looks like C9's not done yet. Blabber's looking for even more. What?
You can only get hit by so many spears, but we are hitting the level 6 breakpoints here for both of them, and Quad has done a nice job up there while Blabber is back on bottom.
Okay, Blabber wants to make it 0-3 for Cryogen. One more jump forward, and he's already got the kill. Masu tries to escape, does get back to the safety of the tier 1 turret, but C9 finds their mark yet again.
I mean, Blabber's on a great start, and there's APA forcing that flash that you were talking about, Kobe. Quad had been laning really, really well. Up 10 CS, maybe you can kill him.
Yeah, the shockwave onto APA.
Getting everything they wanted. This Nidalee's just been on a tear, and Nidalee is such a quick moving champion through the brush, hopping around, gets to play the map very nicely. Right now, you can just kite Trundle back until APA gets there, continue to pelt damage. Nicely done so far from Blabber, stacking his Conqueror, getting his health advantage. Another one lands at Blabber!
The flash forward needs one more hit to kill off Griffin, and he secures the kill, but now Geckos wants to get something back. Thanatos ready to answer here with the Cassante, goes forward, goes all out. Geckos now in danger. Spear doesn't collide.
Here, if things went a little bit differently, C9 already running.
Masu are trying to guarantee nobody from C9 can make their way over.
All right, well, they pull the dragon out, so they're not going to be any cheeky like, oh, Wish I would have killed him, but at least you can very quickly get one.
Ooh, and they're going to get Quad right now. APA goes in for the shuffle. Quad flashes away, and he stays alive. FlyQuest ready to reinforce their mid laner and turn things right back around. Nicely played as Cryogen and Griffin show up, save the day, and get 2 kills for their trouble.
It's 100. That was probably single digits. You see a tiny HP there, plus a red buff burning him.
Meanwhile, back on live, it's Griffin showing up here in the top lane, wants to go after Thanatos. Cassante goes all out, tries to get a kill back! Beautifully played from C9 as the third and Tofo strike threatens the knock.
Masu's gonna face check the first brush here, try and work his way in. There's still some time for FlyQuest.
Oh, APA goes in and he finds the shuffle, only onto Cryogen though. A lot of burst onto the Karma, and the enemy support is down, but APA might just be traded away. That's a trade that FlyQuest will be happy with. C9 now gonna be forced back. And this guy is going crazy in the team fight, but hey, it ultimately works out for FlyQuest as now Griffin just has access to the Drake.
Yeah, because they're trading basically. Despite him having so many buffs, it's only a 1-for-1. Send pressure for APA Azir.
Yeah, but it might still just be first turret over to the other side, as you've already seen Quad down there in the bottom corner of your screen. He'll take out the tier 1 turret in the bottom lane, get the reward for that one. So FlyQuest continuing to just be slightly faster as C9 will at least pick up the Herald.
And Masu's pushing in mid. There's only one plate on the mid lane tower as well, so that one's pretty vulnerable here too. Sven will be, you can kind of just sit there as a buff bot.
Ooh, Masu under pressure now. The Arc of Ruin from Sven, forcing Masu to get all the way out of there with the flash committed, but Sven also having to flash away from the turret range.
I like how aggressive Sven is looking, but Griffin also likes that.
Yeah, Griffin wants to try to get the kill onto the Yunara, and the True Shot Barrage guarantees it alongside the pillar. FlyQuest making their moves heard here in the mid lane. They'll pick up the tier 1 turret as well.
Yeah, Sven and Vulcan played that pretty well on the retreat. Good timing
It's
on
like
the
they're trying to threaten that Baron Flowers because of the dragon opposite side of the map. Cloud9 trying to pull the rest of FlyQuest resources and threaten, but FlyQuest, they're saying, nah, go ahead and start it. We're going to keep Trundle on that dragon until we finish it.
Yeah,
I mean, trying to do Baron against 4 pokers,
Go ahead.
there's no shot.
That's
Nobody's buying that bluff.
That's just going to be nonstop. I don't think they're going to have enough to actually deal with it.
And this game has been so close for all 22.5 minutes of play. Masu trying to get away yet again. Thanatos wanted to flash third in Tofo strike there for the knockback, but Masu evades it. So C9 will at least grab that tier 1 turret they've been working on for so long, but Thanatos does spend a very valuable summoner spell that will not be ready to go again before the Drake.
Yeah, and Quad, meanwhile, just splitting top. I mean, he is getting quite strong himself. Has a Shadow Flame, has the Ludens, has the tier 3 Sork boots, so is going aggressive. And he's going to have a ton of damage on that Shockwave combo when he's able to
Baron
get
up right now. FlyQuest moving towards the area, but they're not moving quickly. Is this just the heist that C9 needed? They're going to get this before the Drake even spawns, and Baron goes over to C9.
Blink and that thing is gone, but can you get out alive?
Yeah, Griffin is moving forward, trying to chase after them. C9 staying grouped up together. Griffin is going to take a shot from Sven there. Do have control over the pit right now, but they are not going to start a checker. He nearly dies, but he stays alive. FlyQuest want to try to commit into the Yunara now. Thanatos here on the front line tries to get away himself. Griffin continuing to try to chase. Blabber over the wall. Sven staying alive there is absolutely critical. He goes over the wall to try to DPS the dragon down and stop the Ocean Drake. Accelerated shot blast from Gakkos does not find a target. Masu has to get over the wall to escape from Thanatos. Griffin's going to be your target now. Thanatos and Sven both still alive as the Ocean Drake is claimed by C9. Blabber goes back over. He's looking for Masu, but he won't quite find him. Arcane shift back into the pit from the FlyQuest AD carry.
And now the scaling really starting to kick in.
That was so close to being a series-saving pick from FlyQuest. Getting that huge pick onto Sven,
but in Italy, everything piles in, right? So you kind of have this slim window where you got to one-shot him.
Hold on, Masu's just about to drop here now as C9 wants to go aggro. Sven is down to about half HP, but the shockwave doesn't hit him, it just barely misses. Thanatos staying alive now too, trying to flash away. Wild Growth back onto Sven, but Thanatos is down. Sven trying to fire, Griffin's still alive and he's moving forward. Gets the chomp on Sven, drains his AD just a little bit, but now Sven is still firing. Arc of Ruin on Gakkos the entire time. APA is still up here in the top lane. Tier 2 turret topside traded away for Thanatos in the mid lane, and C9 does not want to allow FlyQuest to regroup. They're going to
controlling the jungle, putting some extra pressure here, making it hard for FlyQuest to maneuver.
Yeah, Masu also getting the Endless Hunger, which a lot of people see as kind of more of a snowball-y style item, but does have a lot of Omni Vamp on there, especially you start getting some kills. You really can kind of ramp which up. Is quite big, but they're just going to try to rush down the Baron, and FlyQuest aren't even responding. It's gone.
Exactly. FlyQuest are saying if they're going to grab the Baron, kill the Drake as soon as it spawns, secure the Ocean Soul. So now the pressure will be on C9 to get something big, something meaningful out of this Baron, since FlyQuest will claim the Soul.
Yeah, because Dragon Soul, Ocean Soul on a
big
poke
chunk from the spear there. Blabber knocks Masu down to about half HP. The Ezreal, of course, with that Endless Hunger you mentioned earlier, Isaac will be able to regen some of that, but C9's Baron push is looking to kick in the front door of the base here for FlyQuest. That tier 3 turret in mid lane will collapse thanks to the Baron-empowered minion push. Meanwhile, topside, APA has summoned up the Sun Disc, and he's pressuring that lane as well. That inhibitor turret is already down to half HP.
Yeah, Cloud9 getting a lot of value here from their choice to go for the Baron, and they're keeping up the pressure.
Masu down to about 1/3 as Thanatos goes in, and they're looking to go all out. They find the burst onto Griffin, but that's the tanky member of FlyQuest. He's dropped low, but he's not dropped dead here just yet. Shockwave defensively. Thanatos hanging on. Blabber goes golden into the stasis. Nobody on C9 dead just yet. The heals are doing the job. Sven goes in, but Sven dies. Absolutely huge. FlyQuest hold the line.
And the long fight, FlyQuest are able to sustain through it. Now the team with Ocean Soul is on the hunt. Shock Blast hits.
Okay, APA, he's going to be your target now. Pops his stasis, but there's no way out. Both carries dead on the C9 side.
That was so crazy. Sven
right
goes
now, they're just taking total control over the push.
Meanwhile, push on bottom side, Azir is still pinging forward. APA is signaling, I'm going to keep split pushing. There's still time that we have before FlyQuest really get to a pressure scenario. Rest of Cloud9, actually, they come back. They're trying to defend.
Okay, mid laners both in the bottom lane. Griffin steps forward again, leading the charge for the FlyQuest side. Teleport coming in from C9. It's Thanatos. Sven's here on the front line. Down to half HP, immediately healed right back up. FlyQuest has everybody joined in the fight. APA is not there for C9. He's just pushing the enemy base instead. It's a 4v5 for C9 here for the Elder. Thanatos again on the front, trying to keep everybody on FlyQuest busy. C9 is pushing in the bottom lane. FlyQuest trying to go for the Elder, go for some kind of a game win here as C9 continue to fight them. APA is DPSing the inhibitor, but it's very, very slow. Blabber jumps in, but the Elder goes over to Griffin and FlyQuest. Blabber is dead for the next 60 seconds. Sven wants to find a kill, but he can't quite finish off Masu as Griffin continues chasing. APA has made his way onto the Nexus turrets, and the first one will fall. The second will not be felled in time as Gakgos returns to the base.
Yeah, they make a really good call here from FlyQuest. They say, fine, we're going to go for the flip. We still have teleport for Gakgos. He'll get back after the fight, and now with Elder Dragon buff on FlyQuest, can they go for it?
It's a 5v3 for FlyQuest along with the Elder buff. They're forcing their way into the base, and that first inhibitor turret will crumble in seconds. C9 has to make a crazy defense here, but it's so difficult to do. Masu's Mystic shots could very easily be the end of anybody if they land. First Nexus turret on the under fire, taken out. Griffin goes forward, goes on a rampage. Sven is down. Ladies and gentlemen, FlyQuest, they find their way in. They take the Nexus, and we're going to game 3.
the Shockwave combo there with Quad and Griffin.
Sad about picking the Sylas here is you can't steal your own Alistar's ultimate. That's honestly the only sort of, man, in this case, but I still think they'll be happy with how things are looking. Duck going forward into the chicken camp, bottom lane, 200 HP on Cryogen. Quad down to 300, but his Blabber even lower. He flashes back over the wall. Griffin wants to follow him, but he can't quite get there. Duskbringer, first blood for Blabber.
Much better than people expected right out the gate.
Okay, bottom lane, we could have some more problems here for Cryogen, who's below half HP. APA moving over towards the Drake, and Griffin once more has to vault break backwards because Blabber and C9 have control over the Cryogen are honestly not doing so hot down here in the bottom lane. Piercing arrow interrupts the recall from Masu. Blabber's going to step forward, but he might just get chain CC'd. It's a full commit coming out from FlyQuest, and Blabber decides to commit the paranoia going in after Masu. They get the kill, and it might just be 2 for nothing. Blabber's still trying to escape. Griffin gets out, Cryogen still running, Sven gets the long-range snipe. It's a 3-0.
And here's another look at the face check. Again, he has so much confidence because his bot lane can move up, and you'll see the heal comes. Vulcan flashes to get into distance to follow up on this play with Blabber 2, and here's the first snipe, the Q I was talking about. Boom, Blabber hits that one. Takes down the Jhin, then they follow up with the other ones, and I like the follow from Vulcan too because you better go follow up on Blabber plays. Yeah. And yeah, like he's like, oh, I got a flash to get in range. He does flash and he gets there and they pull it off.
I mean, it was a great play from C9.
He's so confident in all of them straight from the level 1, from the Raptor Steel. Here's the Dragon fight, though.
All right, FlyQuest want to go forward. It's Cryogen with the Unbreakable Will ready to go as the front line. You're going to see C9 counterattack it immediately, though. Pop Blossom locks up Griffin, and the jungler's dead again. Second kill goes over to Sven. Cryogen's out of there. It's a 2-for-0. This game could have been an email, but FlyQuest couldn't even open it. C9 are just... It's going to say Kobe at rank 1.
There you go. Okay, we got a quad going in.
Okay, quad trying to make something happen here, but immediately it's C9 ready to respond. I respect FlyQuest trying to get something, but at this point, it's just so hard to deal with C9 at all. FlyQuest have already lost their jungler. Now it's a double kill back over to Blabber. Gakos wants to at least get one back on him here, and he will do just that. Fly finally on the board, but it comes at the cost of 3 of their men.
I mean, Vulcan is just responding to these plays so well. You know, he
also had to flash for that to get into the bush, and now attacking bot again. Good night.
Yep. Honestly, before you even finished the sentence, that was the end of it right there. It's another black and white screen for FlyQuest. 6,000 gold lead for C9. APA ready to pick up this bottom lane tier 1 turret right after.
Wait, what was that Teemo emote there in Flash? I need a replay. They did double Teemos eating burgers or something? It was like its eyes were knocked out.
Double Teemos eating burgers.
Let me get a replay. Let me see those emotes. They had synergy. It was same time. Did you guys see those?
I wasn't paying attention.
All right, well maybe...
The one I've been noticing is I think APA's spamming something that looks like Smolder's in jail.
Yeah, I saw.
What did that dragon do deserve to get locked up?
I don't know, yeah. Maybe it's something from Scrims. I don't know, we'll see.
I'm not sure. But look at these emotes. Those are some emotes.
I like the oh man. The disgruntled LCS one from, is it Sona?
Oh, yeah, the Sona Hermf?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like FlyQuest is a little disgruntled right now.
Keep sending it. Hope that they mess up. Hope that you find a perfect engage. Equalizer across everyone. It's got to be the miracle play, right? You're just so far down, and we'll see if they can find something here. They're going to show up and hope they can collect some bounties.
All right, FlyQuest looking to contest Dragon number 3. Vulcan going behind enemy lines. He's tanking up a ton of damage here from the Flame Spitter, but Griffin is already dead. Stolen Nico ulti, not gonna do a thing. APA killing spree there as quad falls for the 3rd time. No enemy jungler means no Dragon contest.
JDG, it said. It's a JDG burger.
Yeah, JDG burger.
JDG burger.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, okay. We'll get the lore on it afterwards. I know there's a lot of memes surrounding burger eating. that
sounds ominous. How did you make burger eating sound ominous?
Yeah, that was...
burger eating.
JDG, no, you're right.
Double JDG
burger, but now we've got Thanatos again, just trying to get away from Quad and Griffin. Hits him with the weirding. Gets hit by the abduct. Doesn't really matter because I don't think he's going anywhere he doesn't want to be. Thanatos now going to collect his 2nd kill of the game. He's got to catch up. Honestly, he's falling behind.
Yeah.
Everybody else
Where's
has
the hustle, man?
You're not wrong.
Come on. Where's the grind set?
Monster's trying to catch up.
Okay, let's see what they can find here in the mid lane as Vulcan goes in for the quickness. APA's ready to follow up with a full Pop Blossom. There's no way home except a body bag for FlyQuest in this one, man. Vulcan does at least finally drop. Cryogen's going to claim the 2nd kill of the game for FlyQuest at the cost of a 5-digit gold lead for C9.
Nobody on FlyQuest is worrying about any costs at the moment, Flowers.
Stop the count.
Okay? Is no cost if you ever get a kill for any reason.
That's good.
All good.
That's good. It's always a thumbs up.
So APA got the sabotaged computer, so they had to replace the whole computer. So maybe if Matsu can sneak over to the other side and dump a coffee at APA's computer, we could have something happen here.
Well, we've got something happening in top lane. Pop Blossom's already set up the 1st kill. Can't finish my sentence before the 2nd one comes through. Sven is on a rampage. Quad is dead. And the tier 2 turret is under pressure. It's 11,000 gold in under 20 minutes for C9. Baron is spawning, and I don't think he's going to live very long, boys.
I concur, Flowers. This is why I like watching teams that have so crazy engage with, you know, Nocturne and Nico and Rakan, because some of these fights that we're watching, like, one fight Vulcan flashes on you, then the next fight APA flashes on you. There is a Baron that's being, like, slightly contested here. Griffin is not worrying about a cost at the moment, and he's like, all right, maybe I just go over there for the miracle, but they can't even get past the clone.
Schrodinger's clone.
That's a clone with the mage eyes. Put some respect on his name.
Yeah, he's already got 10 pages in his book, and there's only going to be more from here. Cryogen's in the bottom side. River jumps in. They try to make their play onto the Cloud9 AD carry. They do at least grab the kill onto APA, but it costs everybody who was part of the move, and it might just cost even more than that. Quad still trying to escape as Vulcan tags him. Silas shouldn't die here, right?
Nah, it's good.
Okay.
All good.
All right, he's chilling.
Not worrying about the costs. I don't know. Maybe he's not all good.
Uh-oh. Thanatos goes between worlds. Vulcan's ready to back him up yet again. Nice knock-up with the quickness. Griffin, okay, he lives. He lives. Honestly, not bad. In a game like this, every time you live, that's a fist bump.
That's a
right
dub.
there. You're
For
feeling
how
good
long?
about it.
For how long?
Not
they're
very
inside
long.
the base with Baron.
Not long.
Not very long, because they've got Baron at 21 minutes and they're breaking 2 inhibitor turrets at the same time. Bottom lane inhibitor already out of the picture as FlyQuest are respawning. That is the silver
the
lining
TP.
here. They do have fast respawn timers. TP showing up as the equalizer comes down. C9 now having to try to deal with Gak goes. The burst goes through and Thanatos falls. FlyQuest get a pick as Vulcan wants to see if they can get anything else back. Piercing arrow over the top, followed by the auto attack. Sven's going to get one there. Blabber executes Cryogen. Doesn't really matter what the Alistar can try to do right there. Ulti or not, you are gone.
Yeah, that's just mean. I mean, nothing there. It's the one shot. Pop the ults, go back, get your dragon then. And congratulations. Dragon Soul achieved for Cloud9.
Yeah, and it's looking like first seed going to be achieved for Cloud9 as well. You know, really did
Like a lot of people were expecting Dignitas to struggle at the start of the year. I think we all had them either 7th or 8th in our power rankings going into the opening of 2026. But TL, we also all had them like top 1 or top 2, except maybe for Kangas because he had to move one of those spots for Shopify. But that's a pretty big surprise that TL's having to fight for their life in the best of 1 after this. If Dignitas can knock TL out of contention and move on to bracket play themselves, that would be huge for them.
It definitely would be. Here we go, APA in.
APA in, everybody on FlyQuest out. Griffin's the first kill. Blabber goes underneath the Nexus turret. Surely he should die here for that as Cryogen drops next. FlyQuest trying to just keep anybody alive somehow. Blabber is not yet dead because the Guardian Angel he had previously purchased resurrected him. You don't normally expect to see the jungler with the GA fully complete at 24 minutes, but C9 is going to slam this 3rd game even harder than the first. They will average more than 1 kill per minute, and they will